In this video, I'm going to show you some really cool updates on Lightroom where you can erase reflection to go from this to that, or just erase people automatically to go from this to that, and some other really cool feature that you will discover at the end. It's going to blow your mind. So I'm using Lightroom Classic, the latest version. This was actually an update in June, but I only did it now. We are like mid-July. It's the 14.4 release, and it's not perfect, but check this out. What it does, for example, I have this photo that I shot from London for my book from the Shard Hotel, which is a very high vantage point, but I was shooting it through glass. So if I apply my sunset preset, which you can get for free down below, and you go here, it's still very dark, and you just open the white to reveal the photo. You can check your black point by holding the Option key on a Mac. What you see here is pixels which are completely black. So it's the Option key on a Mac or the Alt key on Windows. I'm going to reveal the photo like this. And look at this. Look at all this reflection here. It's really bad. So first, let me make the photo straight. These presets, by the way, is what I used to do all my books. And the reason I'm giving it to you for free is I want to give you some value, hoping that maybe I can coach you or you come to one of my workshops or something like this. Anyway, so, and check this out. New feature. You go here and you go to distraction removal. That's new. And I'm going to go to, if I go to best, it was bugging all the time. Like if I click on apply, it would just become white. But if I go to standard, look at this. It took out a lot of the reflection before, after. It's not perfect, but on this one, if I crop the photo a little bit, because it's just the very top, and I wanted to crop it, and it's actually very decent. And maybe I would need to do some more work in Photoshop until it's perfect. So it's not perfect yet, but it's kind of cool. You know, on this one, I think I ended up cropping it even more because I really wanted to be here. And then, yeah, and I blurred this a little bit in Photoshop. It's not perfect, but it can be very handy. Now, another really cool feature, check this out. So this one, same thing. I'm going to apply my sunset preset onto it. I'm going to check my black point. When you use my preset, always check the black point, the white point, and the white balance. Yeah, the white balance, maybe add a bit more contrast. So look at this. I love this photo. I had a beautiful sunset in London, but look at all these people. Look at all these people. And believe me, I waited when there was the least amount of people. So check this out. You go here and you go to people here, and then detecting distraction. So it's going to detect all the people. So you see it detected all the people. Then I can just click on remove. And by the way, while it's doing this, in case you don't know, my name is Serge Remeli. I'm the official photographer of Los Angeles. I live between Paris and the USA. I've published 7 coffee table books. This is my number 8 book in London. And I love sharing my knowledge every week. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. Let's zoom in. Where did the people go? Where did they go? They all disappeared. It's really cool. I mean, some people are still there, but like all the major ones are gone. So that's really cool. Now, another new feature that I really love on this one is, look at this photo, which was shot at 2,500 ISO, which is really, really very strong ISO. There is a new feature here. We used to have it, before you had to right click on hands and it would create a new file, but now you can go directly to the detail panel and click on denoise, and it's going to do a denoise on the raw level, which is really, really cool. It does take a bit of time, like in this case 20 seconds, but it's going to clean up the image pretty amazingly well. Look at that. Absolutely no noise anymore in this photo, and it's taken out on the raw file level. So that's all the stuff that I really like that are new. There is a feature that's coming out very soon, which I want to show you. And the way I know it is they usually release a new feature first for Camera Raw and then for Lightroom. But I'm a Lightroom user. Like, I'm a hardcore Lightroom user. So check this out. I'm going to use one of my presets, which again, you can get for free. If you click under the video, the AI preset that I created, I use them all the time. So I'm going to check the black point. Always check the black point, you know, using the Option key on a Mac or the Alt key on Windows. Then you reveal the photo with the whites, you know, adjust the white balance. Oh, I love this photo. Okay, but check, here's the problem. Here is the problem. It's a composition problem. If I make this photo straight, now I'm cutting out this. Now, you see the top is cut out. Now, there's a new feature that already exists in Photoshop that's going to be in Lightroom soon. Let me show you how that works. It's called Generative Expand. So I'm going to use it in Camera Raw. Now, Camera Raw, Lightroom, it's the same thing. It's the same software, except Camera Raw has beta feature which you don't have. So I'm going to right click edit, open as a smart object in Photoshop. And now I'm in Photoshop, and you see this is a smart object, meaning it's still a raw file. And if I double click on it, I'm launching Camera Raw. Camera Raw is the exact same sliders than Lightroom, except it's got some beta feature. If you want to make sure you have the beta feature, you have to click here on the settings, go to technology preview, and make sure that new AI feature is active. And now, and this is coming up to Lightroom soon, I'm guessing, if you use a crop tool, check this out. You can click Enable Expand. That's totally new. And I'm going to click on the lock, make sure I'm in free mode, and I'm just going to click here because I don't like that the fact that the church touches the top of the photo, and I'm going to click Generate. And you could do this in Photoshop, but not as a raw file. You have to understand this is a breakthrough technology because now I got a new sky. Well, it's kind of, it's not perfect. So if it's not perfect, you have like 3 different kind of skies that they propose. Yeah, you see you get a bit of a line there. So what you can do is you can click on Generate, and Generate is going to propose you 3 different ways of doing it. And you can tell it's in beta version because it's not that good. But, you know, I'm going to click on Keep, and it's going to generate the raw file. I can maybe crop it a little bit, you see. But now all that sky was created, and the photo is, yeah, now it's actually perfect. The very top was a bit buggy, but that's very cool. Now, the one in Photoshop, if you do it in Photoshop, it works even better. But the fact that you can do this on the raw level, that's insane. Because this is just still a raw file, meaning everything I'm doing is non-destructive. I can reset the whole photo if I want to, and like nothing happened. Where if you do it in Photoshop, it's totally destructive. Anyway, make sure you check out my presets. They're gonna blow your mind, and I'll see you in another video.